I have a good example of how white, liberal, godless children of the lie are using black people to regain power by lying about so-called racism. There's no such thing as racism. It has never existed. No racism, no sexism, no homophobia, no isms. It's either right or wrong, good or evil. James is here. He is my producer. And he also has his own show, The Hake Report, H-A-K-E. The Hake Report, The Hake Report, The Hake. TheHakeReport.com. And according to Fox News, there's an actress by the name of Anne
Hathaway.
And take it from there.
Okay.
I have no idea who she is.
So I got this story, like you said, from Fox News. She called out, quote-unquote, white privilege in the wake of this black woman who was stabbed to death on the BART station up in the Bay Area of California.
Allegedly by a white bomb kind of a guy.
Right. Hathaway, age 35, posted a picture of Nia Wilson, the 18-year-old woman who was murdered in the Oakland train station platform, allegedly by a white, homeless, violent felon who was out on parole. And the blacks were rioting. We covered that.
Of course. Blacks always riot when it's a white on black thing.
Right.
Not when it's black on black. Not when it's abortion, killing all their black children. Not when it's out of wedlock birth. 77% of black babies born out of wedlock to black women who are citizens are born in this country. Anyway.
Yeah. So Anne Hathaway posted it on Instagram, the picture of Nia Wilson, and wrote, "The murder of Nia Wilson, may she rest in the power and peace she was denied here, is unspeakable and must not be met with silence. She is not a hashtag. She was a black woman, and she was murdered in cold blood by a white man."
I want to add right here that Anne could get a hoop about black people. She could care less about black people. She's using this for personal gain, and that's why she's calling racist and all that black people being discriminated against, because she know that most black people go into a trance and walk right into the voting booth and vote for a Democrat. That's all it's about. That's all you're worth to Anne and white liberals. Anyway.
So she goes on, "White people, including me, including you, must take into the marrow of our privileged bones the truth that all black people fear for their lives daily in America and have done so for generations.
The only fear that blacks have is of other black people. They're not fearing white people. They're fearing other black people. Anyway.
White people do not have equivalence for this fear of violence," she says. "Given those givens, we must ask our white selves, how decent are we really? Not in our intent, but in our actions, in our lack of action. Peace and prayers and justice for Nia and the Wilson family. Kiss, kiss. Note, the comments for this post are closed," she wrote. And she put hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag anti-racist, hashtag no excuse, hashtag say her name, hashtag earn the right to say her name.
What a dumb woman. And the unfortunate thing, blacks are going to believe that this woman cares about them.
Yeah.
That's what's so unfortunate. And if Neil, what's her name?
Nia Wilson?
If she feels like she has white privilege.
No, Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway?
Yeah.
If she feels that she has white privilege, give it up and move to the hood.
There you go.
That's all she has to do. You know what? I don't want any more white privilege. Here, black people, you can have it, and I'm going to move in the hood.
Move to Oakland. Ride the BART.
And protest with the white people, black people. Black Lives Matter is an evil organization worse than the KKK.
Mm-hmm. That was easy.
James, you wanted to make a couple of remarks about this woman, what she's saying about black people or white privilege or something?
Yeah.
Who is this woman again?
Anne Hathaway, this actress woman.
Right. What do you want to say about that?
I wanted to say that it's really ridiculous. And the way that she's talking is like a black poet. Like she's trying to imitate black poets. This doesn't even sound like I imagined she would sound like normally.
Yeah.
It's just so uppity and ridiculous.
She's catering to, pandering to black people.
Yeah.
And then blacks love it. They don't see how dumb it is.
Right, really stupid. I mean, I have to believe that a lot of blacks are totally rolling their eyes at her.
Some are, yes.
But
absolutely,
this encourages hatred of white people.
It does. That's what they want.
And she doesn't. And I didn't realize either that black on white crime was so much more disproportionate to white on black crime. But she really, obviously, doesn't notice that. And she's acting like she's woke, but she's completely ignorant. She's dumb. Is what this thing reveals.
But they understand, though, they're manipulating black people for the vote. That's what it is.
Right.
They want to keep them on the plantation of the Democratic Party